As we already have discussed syllabus, so we are not going to go back again. So we start directly with the example. The particular solution of the initial value problem is given below. This is the initial value problem given to you and ask its particular solution. What is the particular solution is? You have to find the general solution and you have to put the particular values of the constant by using that initial conditions into the solution, and whatever we get is called particular solution. This is particular solution, not the particular integral solution. Okay, first of all, find its general solution. So the equation is LDE, that is we can write d square plus 12d plus 36 is equal to 0. So write this equation d square plus 12d plus 36 equal to 0 and tell me the roots of this. What are the roots? As for LD, we know we require roots. What are the roots of this equation? D square plus 12d plus 36 equal to 0. That we call as auxiliary equation. So what are these roots? So anyone faster? 36. How can we factorize 36 in 12? Or if we have calculator, please go into the equation and find the roots. Are you solving? Okay. The roots are, let me go to the answer then. The roots of this equation, this is for that d by dx we call capital D. As we know in LD we have to call the derivative term as capital D. That's why we are getting d square plus 12d plus 36y is 0. This is the equation we got, and from that equation we have to write the auxiliary equation. That is, we have to skip that y and we have to equate it to 0 and we have to find the roots. So the roots are minus 6 and minus 6. That is, factors are d plus 6 and d plus 6. So roots are minus 6 minus 6. And the nature of the roots are real and repeated twice. So we have to collect two constants together like c1 plus c2x or c1x plus c2 into e raised to that root minus 6x. So this is the general solution, right? As there is no particular integral part, as it is 0, so it is 0. And then initial condition is given, y of 0 is 3 and dy by dx at x is 0 is minus 36. So y of 0 is 3. That is, when x is 0, we have to find c1. So c1 is 3. Secondly, we'll take the derivative of y, dy by dx. So derivative is, here it is your y. So if we see, there is two terms of x. So this is the first term and this is second. So taking derivative, we'll let first term as it is, take derivative of second, plus second as it is, and derivative of first, that is c2. But we know at x is 0 that dy by dx is minus 36. It is given to you. So putting all this value in this above equation, we get c2 is equal to minus 18. Therefore, its solution is y is c1 plus c2x into where c1 is 3 and c2 is minus 18. So your correct answer will be option A, 3 minus 18x e raised to minus 6x. Or we can also go in reverse way, whatever you want. Okay. Next question is a similar one. A function y of t such that y of 0 is 1 and y of 1 is 3 into e raised to minus 1 is a solution of the differential equation. If equation is given to you, then it is asked to find the value of y of 2. Okay, I can give you some hints, but you have to solve this now. Please solve, and I'll ask someone to unmute and tell me the answer, or at least to tell me the roots. Okay, it is your turn now. Write on the equation d square, call d by dt as capital D. So we get d square plus 2d plus 1 equal to 0. Written? Then just tell me the roots. To whom should I ask, or you yourself will unmute and talk? Madhuri? Madhuri? Who else can talk? Prajakta?
-1
-1 and -1. So how can you write the solution? Aditya, how can you write the solution? Aditya, please talk. How to write the solution if roots are -1, -1? We cannot hear you, Aditya. So anyone else, please tell me if roots are -1, -1, how to...
y is equal to c1 plus c2x
Huh?
into e raised to -6.
But we have to take care of the variable here. Here variable is t. So what we'll write? C1 plus C2 t into e raised to minus t. Okay.
-t.
Okay, very good. Then use the condition in that. Put t is 0 where y is 1. And solve for constant and tell me what the constant you are getting. Only the complementary function yc is your solution as it is 0. So y is equal to c1 plus c2 t e raised to minus t is your solution. Where you have to put t is 0 and y is 1. So you can get one constant. Tell me that constant. Either you will get c1 or c2. Aditya is trying, but we cannot hear you, Aditya. Kedar? Kedar Jadhav? Chalo. Then what is constant c1? Have you got c1? Okay, I'll take you to the answer. So that's why your y of t c1 plus c2 t e raised to minus t, and substituting the first condition we get where we have to put t is 0 and y is 1. So c1 we are getting 1, right? Next condition is given y of 1. So at t is 1, y is 3 into e raised to minus. So put t is 1 here and we get then c1 is already we have 1, t is also 1, so c2 only into e raised to minus 1 is y of 1, but y of 1 is 3 e raised to minus 1. That's why we are getting 1 plus c2 is equal to 3. E raised to minus 1 getting cancelled. So c2 is 2. And your final solution then will look like 1 plus c1 is 1, c2 is 2. 1 plus 2t e raised to minus t. But you have asked the question y of 2, that is we have to put t is 2. So after putting t2, we get 4 plus 1, 5 e raised to minus 2. So your correct option will be answer B. Next question, consider the following second order linear differential equation. Equation is given to you, d2y by dx square is minus 12x square plus 24x minus 20. The boundary conditions are also given, that is at x is 0, y is 5, and at x is 2, y is 21. The value of y at x is 1 is asked, and this was for 2 marks. So how to solve? This is LDE, we know, and it is also given, it is a LDE. So we have to write d by dx is capital D. So we get d square y is. Which case is this? Which type of the function is this? Right hand side function. What is this function? Which case you have to use? As we have already seen, 7 cases in LDE. In that, the first is e raised to x, second sine cos, third is hyperbolic, fourth is polynomial, then e raised to x into v, x into v, and x raised to m cos and x raised to m sine. Then which is this?
Polynomial.
It is a polynomial case. Very good. This is a polynomial case, and if it is a polynomial case or any other case, we have to find, if it is a function here in right hand side, you have to find complementary function and particular integral, right? So we have to write its auxiliary equation, that is d square is equal to 0 first. So what are the values of d here? What are the values of d? Here is the equation in phi d. Phi d is simply d square, and we have to equate it to 0. So d square is 0. So what are these? Please unmute and talk. Swapnil, you have to unmute. Okay, then what are these? If d square is 0. So these are 0, 0, right? Therefore, we can write yc c1 plus c2x into e raised to 0x, e raised to 0x is 1. So it is simply c1 plus c2x. Now we have to find its yp also, as here is non-zero term. So write down yp is 1 upon d square into minus 12x square plus 24x minus 20. But our polynomial cases, we have to write 1 plus something or 1 minus something in the denominator, right? But here in this case, there is simply d square in the denominator. What to do? If there are 2 or 3 terms, we take lowest degree term outside, we write 1 plus or 1 minus something, and then we take it to the numerator with inverse, we expand it. But here in this case, it is simply d square in the denominator. That is what we have to do. Come on, what to do? 1 upon d square of something, that is what? Or 1 upon d of something is what? What is 1 upon d of some function?
Integration.
Yes, very good. It is integration. And it is 1 upon d square. That is, we have to take double integration of this term. So it is very easy. Take double integration of this term. That will be your yp. So I think it will be minus 12 into x raised to 4 upon 12. 12 will get cancelled. Plus 24 into x cube by 6 minus 20 x square by 2. Right? So see the terms and then put x is the terms. Right, these are the conditions given. So 0, 0, that's why it is c1 plus c2x, and it is 1 upon yp is 1 upon d square into your polynomial. But 1 upon d square is double integration of this term. So we are writing the double integration part. Then it is simply minus x raised to 4 plus 4x cube minus 10x square. Right? Therefore, y is yc plus yp. Okay, we have combined yc plus yp. Then we are using the conditions for x is 0, y is 5. Therefore, C1 is putting this in this equation, last equation. Then x is 0, y is 5. So 5 is equal to C1, 0, 0, 0. So C1 is 5. Second condition is when x is 2, y is 21. So put that x is 2 and y is 21. Also we can put C1 is 5 there. So this equation will get, and solving this equation, we get C2 is 20. Right? Now we have two arbitrary constants C1, C2, and we have values for them. So substituting back, we get y is C1 5 plus C2 x. C2 is 20x, but we have to find the value for x is 1. So x we are putting here 1. So 20 into 1 minus 10. This is as it is, and x is 1. So in the place we are writing, for x we are writing 1. So finally we'll get answer as 18. So this is the answer. Okay, next question. It is given that y double dash plus 2y dash plus y equal to 0. Conditions are also given. Then what is y of 0.5? Such questions are usually asked for 2 marks. Can you please do this? Please find the value. This is d square plus 2d plus 1 equal to 0. So roots already you have told me before, that is minus 1 minus 1. Prajakta have told me the roots, right, for this equation. So it is minus 1 minus 1. So y is equal to c1 plus c2x into e raised to minus x. And then put y at x is 0, put y is 0, find out c1. And at x is 1, put y is 0, find c2, write the equation, and then finally put x is 0.5 and find y. I'm waiting for your answer. What is c1? What is c1? Okay, this is the equation. So d is minus 1 minus 1, that is we are writing this, and we are applying the conditions, that is that x is 0, y is 0. That's why we are getting c1 is 0. And second condition applying, we get y of 1 is 0, that is at x is 1, y is 0. So 0 is equal to, we have to put x is 1. So c1 plus c2 into e raised to minus 1. So that's why we are getting c1 plus c2 is 0. But c1 is already 0, that's why c2 is also 0. Right? So why we are getting 0 plus 0? So everything is 0. Right? So y is 0. For any x, the value of y is 0. So if we put x is 0.5 also, then also it will be 0. So your answer must be 0 for this. So correct option is A. Consider the following differential equation. Next question. X into y dx plus x dy into cos y by x is equal to y into x dy minus y dx sin y by x. Which of the following is the solution of the above equation, where c is the arbitrary constant? It was asked for 2 marks. Okay. What it should be? How to solve such differential equations? As there is a term y by x, we cannot remove this term y by x. We have to deal with that. So we should have the derivative of that y by x. So what is the derivative of y by x? It is x dy minus y dx upon x square. And if you see, here is the term x dy minus y dx, but there is no term upon x square. So we can adjust that. Right? From this term, we should get the term of derivative, that is x dy minus y dx upon x square. It should be there. Right? But it is not, so we can adjust. So try to write in such a way. Like, we have written the given equation, okay, as it is. And then, as this LHS is equal to RHS is there, we have to write it as an equation. So everything on the RHS we have to take to the LHS. So this is as it is again, and this is as it is again, we are taking it to the LHS with the negative sign to any of the terms. So I am giving negative sign to sign, and other things are as it is, right? That's why as I told you, we need here x square, divide by x square. So we can start multiplying, or we can start dividing the whole equation by x square. So we have did it stepwise. So first thing is we have first divide by x to this equation. So here x got removed, and here 1x comes down, right? And then I know here I want x square. So what I'll do is I'll adjust here only. I'll not touch this term, but I'll adjust that x square here. So this is minus y as it is. This y will come as it is outside, and here I need x square. So I'll divide by x and I'll multiply by x, right? So that it will not change. So xy into sine into that y is outside, and one x is we have multiplied and divide also, right? But if we see this term, this is the derivative of xy into cos y by x. If we'll check, just check y dx plus x dy, this is derivative of xy, and here it is cos, okay? Cos into derivative of xy plus xy into this is derivative of cos, that is minus sin y by x into derivative of y by x, right? So this is the derivative of xy into cos y by x, and then simply integrate it. So integrating we get xy cos y by x is c. So your correct answer is option C. Xy cos y by x is equal to c. Any doubt in this? Next question. Consider the following differential equation: dy by dt is equal to minus 5y. Initial condition is y is 2 at t is 0. The value of y at t is 3 is. Again the same question for 2 marks in GATE 2015. So we have a equation which is LD, or we can consider this as ODE also, and we can separate the variables and solve. It's up to you how do we solve it. So if we take that minus 5y to the LHS, it will be plus 5y equal to 0. So it is d plus 5 equal to 0, and d is minus 5. So its solution is c1 e raised to minus 5t. Y is equal to. And applying the conditions, initial condition at t is 0, y is 2, we'll get c1. And it is asked to find at t is 3. Value of y as t is 3. Okay, the same thing is here given. They have solved it by variable separable method. So y with y and t, separating both the variables. So we integrate them, we get log y is equal to minus 5t plus c. But it is given initial condition at t is 0, y is 2. So we get c is ln2. Therefore, ln y is minus 5t plus ln2. That is ln y by 2 is minus 5t. And if we want to remove that log, we write e raised to power on both sides. That's why we are getting y by 2 is e raised to minus 5 2. And finally that 2 is also we are shifting to right hand side. Okay, this is the required solution we can say. And then it is asked that t is equal to 3. So put t is 3 in this equation. So we get y is 2 into e raised to minus 15 is the answer. So correct option is C. And we can also go by LDE, we'll get the same answer, where C1 will get 2 and it is e raised to minus 5 and that is 3. So we get the same answer. Okay, next question. Consider a linear ordinary differential equation dy by dx plus p of xy is equal to r of x. The functions p of x and r of x are defined and have a continuous first derivative. The integrating factor of this equation is non-zero. Integrating factor, remember. And multiplying this equation by its integrating factor, convert this into O. Okay, after multiplying integrating factor to the given equation, the equation becomes, this is the question. After multiplying by its integrating factor, the equation converts into homogeneous, nonlinear, second order differential, or exact. It is up to you. Just tell me the answer. This is for you. What is the answer?
Exact.
Yes, very good. After multiplying by integrating factor, equation becomes exact. So for this is the condition of exactness, we have to multiply by integrating factor to that equation become exact. Very good. And as that was the linear equation, so this is the integrating factor, and after multiplying it becomes exact. Very good. Next question. Find the solution of a equation LD is there which passes through the origin and the point ln2 3/4. So x and y are given. Actually x is log 2 and y is 3/4. Okay, which passes through origin. It is also given the origin. Okay, solve this equation first. We will get the answer. This is d square minus 1 is 0. So roots are d square minus 1 is 0. That's why roots are okay. What are the roots? 1 1 or 1 minus 1 or minus 1 minus 1. What do we say? D square minus 1 equal to 0. That is d square is equal to 1. Taking square root, we get d is plus minus 1. Right? D is plus minus 1. That's why y is c1 e raised to x plus c2 e raised to minus x. And it passes through origin, that is 0 0 and ln2 3/4. That's why at point 0 0 x is 0 and y is 0, we are substituting. Actually we are substituting both the values, that x is 0, y is 0. So we get this equation. And secondly, at the point ln2 and 3/4, so y is 3/4 and x is ln2. So we get this equation. So c1 into e raised to ln2, that is 2. Again e raised to minus ln2, that is 2 raised to minus 1, that is by 2. So we get this equation 2c1 plus c2 by 2. That is equal to 3/4. And solving these two equations simultaneously. Or what we can do here is c1 we can write as minus c2. This 2 will solve and we'll get, or this is what? They have just written these two equations and it is up to you to solve. And what is your question? Okay, then the final answer will be, from this we'll get c1 as 1/2 and c2 is minus 1/2. If we'll solve, we'll get c1/2 and c2 minus half. That's why option C is correct. Next question. Consider the differential equation d2x by dt square plus 3dx by dt plus 2x is equal to t. X is function of t, that is the function of t. So given at t is 0, x is 20, at t is 1, x is 10/3, where e is 2.718, the value of x at t is 2 is. So you can go for that, d square plus 3d plus 2, find the roots. Roots are minus 1 minus 2, that's what. X is equal to, here x, c1 e raised to minus t plus c2 e raised to minus 2t, right? Here it is. Roots are minus 1 minus 2, therefore x is c1 e raised to minus t, c2 e raised to minus 2t, right? And but there is equal to 0 term, that's why particular solution is, particular integral is 0. That's why x is CF plus PI, so only the part CF is there. And then applying the condition at T0, x is 20, so we get this, C1 plus C2 is 20. And at T is 1, x is 10 by E, so we get this. And therefore, these are two equations. Solving them simultaneously, we'll get this relation. Therefore, we get C1 is nothing but 20 minus C2. From this equation, we get C1 is 20 minus C2. And that C1 we are substituting in the second equation. Therefore, we get 20 minus C2 plus C2 e raised to minus 1. So, everything is in C2 now. C2 will take common. What remained is e raised to minus 1 minus 1. And outside it is 20. Solving, we'll get C2 is 10e upon e minus 1. And again substituting back in C1, we get C1 is 10e minus 20 upon e minus 1. And therefore, finally substituting C1 and C2 values in the solution, we get this. And solving for t is 2, put t is 2 and solve it, we will get the answer 0.8556. Next question. The solution of the differential equation. Same equation again with y of 0, y dash of 0 both are equal to 1. So as this is third time this equation comes, but this is for different years, right? All together for different years. So roots are again minus 1 minus 1. So y is C1 plus C2 t e raised to minus t. So we have to find C1 and C2. So put t is 0 and where y is 1. This is C of Pi 0, therefore y is this, and we need y dash condition is also there, so we are taking derivative in this case. So C1 into e raised to minus t, C1 is constant, so minus of e raised to minus t as it is. And next, taking derivative of this C2, and this is u into v, so we get y dash t here, like this. And condition applying at t is 0, y is 1, so apply here, we get C1 is 1. And at t is 0, y dash is 1, will gives you this equation, that is C2 minus C1 is 1. And we know C1, but putting that C1 here, we get C2 is 2. Therefore, C1 and C2, 1 and 2, finally substituting here in the equation solution, we get C1 1 plus 2t into e raised to minus t. And that was your option B. Okay, next step is formation of a differential equation. How to form a differential equation? Do you remember formation of differential equation? We have seen this in ODE. How to form a differential equation from a given function. What we need to check there? If any equation is with us, we have to check their number of arbitrary constants. How many arbitrary constants are there? We have to differentiate that equation those many number of times. And while doing this, we have to remove those constants. Right? So 2 times differentiating. So first derivative is a into e raised to x minus b into e raised to minus x. So one more derivative, y double dash is a into e raised to x plus b into e raised to minus x. But while after taking second derivative, then this term is same as y. Therefore, y double dash is equal to y. And this is the required differential equation where order is 2 and degree is 1. Okay, next question is formation again. What form the differential equation? So how many times you have to differentiate? Just check the number of arbitrary constants. Here are two constants, a and b. It is y dash is a cos x plus b into minus sin x plus x cos x plus sin x, first derivative. Again differentiating, so derivative of cos minus sin, sin cos minus as it is, then u into v, x into minus sin plus cos, derivative x is 1 and derivative sin is cos. So finally, collecting these terms together, we can get a sin x plus b cos x plus x sin x by taking minus sign outside and remaining 2 cos x as it is. But this is actually y. So y double dash is minus y plus 2 cos x. This is the required differential equation, where order is 2 and degree is 1 again. Okay, now it is ODE, that is first order and first degree differential equations. There are these methods: variable separable, homogeneous, non-homogeneous, linear, reducible to linear, exact, reducible to exact. We already have seen this. This is the variable separable, and here is the question. We have to solve this. Dy by dx is root 1 plus x square plus y square plus x square y square. So try to write the terms of x separately and terms of y separately. Is it possible in this case? As it is 1 plus x square, and if we see here, y square is common from both the terms, last two terms. So we can take that y square common outside, and here will be the term 1 plus x square. And first is also 1 plus x square. We have less than 1 minute remained. So we'll come back shortly. Till then you can try this. Take y square common and try to separate the variables. Okay, then we'll get y square, by taking y square common, we'll get 1 plus x square into 1 plus y square. So square root, this square root we can write separately. It is square root 1 plus x square into square root 1 plus y square. So dy upon root 1 plus y square is, here it is root 1 plus x square and dx. So now variables are separated, and this integration is, first thing, we should know this formula: integration root a square plus x square dx. As it is here 1 plus x square, so formula is x by 2 root a square plus x square plus a square by 2 sine hyperbolic inverse x by a plus c. So that's why this integration we have written here, and this is nothing but the sine hyperbolic inverse y. This is the formula of sine hyperbolic inverse. So if whenever there is the option, this one will be the correct answer. Okay, can I give you the question to solve, please? Can you please solve this? Y dash is dy by dx. Dy by dx is 4x plus y squared. Or simply just tell me how to solve this question. Which type of equation it is? Or it is something different, and then how to solve? If different, how to solve? Anyone? Okay, then let me go to the answer. So that 4x plus y is something different, where we cannot separate this as square is there. So we have to substitute something for that. So 4x plus y we'll write as t. So we'll get 4 plus dy by dx is dt by dx. Therefore dy by dx is dt by dx minus 4, and therefore substituting all these values in the first equation, given original equation, we get dt by dx minus 4 is equal to t square, right? That's what we get, dt by dx is t square plus 4, and here now we can separate the variables t and x. So that t square plus 4 here and dx is here. So integrating we get, this is a square plus a square form, so it is 1 upon a tan inverse t upon 2, and it is x plus c. But t we know it is 4x plus y, so finally resubstituting that t, your answer will be this. Any doubt? Okay, the next form is homogeneous form. How to solve the homogeneous form is, if the equation is homogeneous, we have to put y is vx, that is dy by dx is v plus x dv by dx. And the next is linear equation form, that is dy by dx plus px into y is equal to q of x. So the equations are linear in y. That's where you have to find the integrating factor. Integrating factor is e raised to integration p of x dx, and then the solution is that y into integrating factor is integration q into integrating factor with respect to x plus c. Okay, now the question. Find the equation of the curve passing through 1, 2 having slope is given by differential equation x dy by dx is equal to x square plus 3y. You have to solve this equation. Solve it. What we'll do here is, I don't know, just solve this. I'll tell you how to solve. Which form is this? What should we do? Can anyone share please? What to do? Can we separate the variables? No. Right now we cannot. So what we have to do first is, whatever you can see. So I think that x should get divided. So divide by x first. So we'll get x plus 3 y by x. And then that y by x term we take to the LHS and x to the RHS. That's what we are getting. We are getting the form dy by dx plus p of x into y is equal to q of x. That is the linear form of equation. That's what integrating factor is, e raised to integration p minus 3 by x dx. So that is e raised to minus 3 into log x. So e raised to log x raised to minus 3. A log b raised to a, right? And e raised to log get cancelled. So it is simply x raised to minus 3. That is 1 upon x cube is the integrating factor. And finally, how to write that? We have formula for that. Then the general solution is y into integrating factor 1 upon x cube is integration of q. Q is our x. This is our q. So q into integrating factor 1 upon x cube dx plus c. And that is welcome back. Sorry, there was network problem. Okay, we were here. Okay, that's what we are getting, the equation integration 1 upon x square, and we know integration is minus 1 upon x. This is standard. So if we don't know, write x raised to n integration x raised to n form and use the formula and solve. Okay, that's what y is minus x square plus x cube c by multiplying x cube throughout. So we'll get this, and we have asked at the point xy is 1, 2, right? So put x is 1 and y is 2, we get c is equal to 3. So substituting finally c is 3, we get y is minus x square plus 3x cube. Next question. Consider a differential equation x of t is equal to 10 minus 0.2x with initial condition x of 0 is equal to 1. Then what is the response of x of t? X of 0 is 1, that meaning is given to you, that is at t is 0, x is equal to 1. That is the question. So that's what we'll write, dx by dt plus 0.2x is equal to 10, which is a linear equation, right? That's what we are finding, integrating factor, which is nothing but e raised to integration 0.2 dt, that is e raised to 0.2 t. Therefore, the general solution is, this is in x, linear in x. So x into integrating factor is equal to integration, integrating factor into q, q is 10 dt plus c. And that's what it is, 10 e raised to 0.2 t upon 0.2 plus constant of integration. And therefore, x is nothing but divide throughout by e raised to 0.2 t. We get x is equal to 50 plus c into e raised to 0.2 t. So this is your answer. This is what is the question. Question is then what is the response? So do not get confused with the word response. This is just a solution. So at what is asked now, initial condition at t is 0, x is 1. So we substitute here t is 0 and x is 1, we get c is minus 49, and that's what your answer will be finally, 50 minus 49 e raised to minus 0.2 t will be the final answer. Okay, then the exact equations. The equation m dx plus n dy equal to 0 is exact if dou m by dou y is dou n by dou x, and then integration m dx plus integration n dy. For the first, y should be constant, and for second part, it should be free from x. Or we can also do this, m dx plus n dy integration, and we can first free from y and then we can take x constant. Both are okay, but generally we are using this y constant and free from x. Okay, then we'll check this. This is m dx plus n dy. We have to always write m dx plus n dy. Do not get confused. As here is dy first, so this is n. So n is x and m dx, so m is y. And now we have to check dou m by dou y, that is 1, and dou n by dou x, derivative of x with respect to x, that is also 1. So it is exact equation. And as it is exact, how to write the integration? M dx, so y dx, this part, and integration n dy part, x dy part, for first y constant and for second free from x. So y constant, integration dx is x, plus free from x, but x is there, x should not be there, but x is here, so that this is 0. Therefore, xy is equal to c. So answer is xy is equal to c. Next is, if that dou m by dou y is not equal to dou n by dou x, then we can say the equation is non-exact. If it is non-exact, we have to find the integrating factor, and after multiplying by integrating factor to the given equation, the equation becomes exact. So there are some methods where non-exact equations can be solved. So by inspection, we can solve some things like derivative of xy. If there is a term y dx plus x dy, we have to write this is derivative of xy. Similarly, if it is y by x, then x dy minus y dx upon x square. If some term is there, we have to write this is derivative of y by x. Similarly, if it is x by y, here it will be y square. And here it is y dx minus x dy. Similarly, if such terms are there, these are derivative of tan inverse y by x, that is 1 upon 1 plus y by x square into derivative of y by x. right? So these are by inspection method. In case of log 1 upon y by x into derivative of y by x, and by solving after we get x dy minus y dx upon xy. If some term is there, we can directly write this is derivative of log y by x. Remember that. Y plus 3y square e raised to x. So this is your m, and n is minus x. And if we find dou m by dou y and dou n by dou x, both are not same. So you can say this given equation is not exact, right? So for solving, we have to, what we have to do is, this is inspection method. What we do here is y dx minus x dy is visible. And if there is upon y square term, this is derivative of x by y, right? So what we do here is we'll divide the whole equation by y square. So we'll get this term, and here y square will get removed. Okay, so this is nothing but derivative of x by y, and this is 3 e raised to x dx. And once we can take the integration of the whole equation, that equation we can say this is the exact equation. Integration is possible, then it is a exact equation, right? Now integrating this equation, integration derivative cancel, it is just x by y plus 3 e raised to x is equal to c, right? So by inspection also we can find some integrating factor. So here integrating factor is 1 upon y square, as we have divided by y square. Exact, okay, exact will say dou m by dou y is dou n by dou x, then also it is exact. But exact actual meaning is if we can take the integration of that equation directly, then that is also the exact equation. Okay, then by inspection only I have decided my integrating factor is 1 by y square. So can you just tell me here what will be the integrating factor? What should be the integrating factor? Or is it exact? I think it is not exact now. So what we do here is the problem, x square plus y square, right? And we know a derivative of x square is 2x and derivative of y square is 2y. There is no 2, but we can adjust 2. As we cannot adjust variables, but we can adjust constants, right? So what we do here is we'll try to remove this part, and therefore we'll divide by x square plus y square, right? So we get this, and then if we adjust 2, its derivative will be on the upper side, right? So this is nothing but adjusting that 2, 1 by 2 into 2x 2y dy, right? So this is integrable now. So integration of derivative, this is derivative of 1/2 is outside already, and this is derivative of log of x square plus y square, right? And taking integration on both sides, we get then 1/2 log x square plus y square minus cos x is equal to c as the answer. Okay, these are some rules. That is if equation is homogeneous, and then if dou m by dou y is not equal to dou n by dou x, that is non-exact, but equation is a homogeneous function, then the integrating factor is 1 upon mx plus ny. Secondly, if the equation is not exact and it is of the form f1xy into y dx plus f2xy into x dy, then the integrating factor is 1 upon mx minus ny. Next is mdx plus mdy, that is equation if not exact, and we find this dou m by dou y minus dou n by dou x, and there is something common with n, then we divide by n and we get something function like f of x. Then the integrating factor is e raised to integration f of x. Similarly, if we divide by m, we get some g of y, and then integrating factor is e raised to integration minus g of y. Or here only we can divide by minus m, and here will be no negative sign. So here one equation is there. It is m dx. Wherever is dx, with that there is m, and wherever is dy, there is n. So it is m dx plus n dy. We can check whether it is exact or not. So let us check. So dou m by dou y, m is this. So taking derivative with respect to y. So first into derivative, second. So y into x e raised to xy plus e raised to xy into derivative y is 1. That is e raised to xy is common, 1 plus xy. And dou n by dou x is also the same as n is this. This is m, this is n. And we have to take derivative with respect to x. So as this is y term, this whole derivative of this term will be 0. So it is same, similar. So the given equation is exact. And how to solve it? So first integration y constant, for second integration 3 from x. So take y constant here. So y will come outside, and integration e raised to xy is e raised to xy upon we are integrating with respect to x, so y constant upon y, right, plus 3 from x. So x is there, so this term we should not count, so the whole term cancels. Just integration 2y dy, that is 2 into y square by 2. So answer is e raised to xy plus y square is equal to c. Next question. If this is the exact equation, then the values of a and b are. Can you please solve this? Take some time and try to solve it. Where m is there, n is there, find dou m by dou y, find dou n by dou x, equate them, and after equating you can get easily a and b. Try for this. As the equation is exact, we have find dou m by dou y and dou n by dou x. So equating them, dou m by dou y, m is this. So for derivative taking with respect to y, this is minus 2a x square y plus 4y cube. Yes, and dou n by dou x is with respect to x derivative, this is 3b x square y minus by cube, right? So but these two are equal as the equation is exact. So equating them, we get x square y. So their coefficients are same. Minus 2a is equal to 3b. Here it is y cube, here it is y cube. So again coefficients are same. That is 4 is equal to minus b. So b is minus 4. Directly we get b is minus 4. Substituting here we get a is equal to 6. So your answer is a is 6 and b is minus 4. Next is m dx plus n dy. So can you check is it exact or not? Just check dou m by dou y and dou n by dou x. So once if we check, these two are not exact, these two are not same. So equation is not exact. So we find dou m by dou y minus dou n by dou x, and we get, solving this, we get minus 1 minus xy square. So minus sign we are taking out, so it is minus 1 plus xy square. And now we'll check where it is matching. Is it matching with m or is it matching with n? So 1 plus xy square. 1 plus xy square. Here is the term 1 plus xy square. So it is matching with m. So we have to divide by m. So dividing by m, we get minus 1 by y. That is we call g of y. And then integrating factor is e raised to integration minus g of y. So it is nothing but e raised to log y. That is simply y. Right? So multiplying by that integrating factor to the given equation, and after multiplying, this is the equation, and which is now exact equation. After multiplying by integrating factor, it becomes exact. Right? So therefore, now integrating as y constant, and for second p from x we get y square x plus y raised to 4x square by 2, and 3 from x, but here is x, these two get cancelled, and only y raised to 6 by 6 to outside is equal to some constant of integration, and this is the answer.